Who was the worst teacher you've ever had? I used to be that kid who got excited about new school supplies. I looked forward to writing prompts and reading assignments. English had always been my thing. That changed completely during junior year when I met Ms. Parker. Her reputation had gone through the halls long before I sat in her classroom. People didn't call her strict. They called her mean. At first, I thought they were exaggerating. I figured maybe she was just tough and didn't sugarcoat things. But the truth hit fast. The first time she called my name during roll, she stared at me like I had already disappointed her. "Oh," she said. "Another one of those creative types." The tone wasn't playful. It was a warning. From that moment on, I became her favorite target. She never raised her voice. She didn't need to. Her way of cutting you down came with cold smiles and perfectly timed comments. I turned in an essay I was proud of, only to get it back with a huge red X through the middle and the words, "This isn't college, calm down," scribbled on the top. She handed it back without making eye contact. She'd ask questions in class discussions, and then talk over me when I answered. Sometimes she'd shake her head before I even finished. She praised other students for ideas I had brought up minutes earlier, ignoring that I had said the same thing first. People around me stopped listening too. No one wanted to be the next person she turned on. I stopped speaking in class. I started dreading the room that used to be my favorite. My essays became shorter. My effort faded, but she didn't ease up. She started pointing it out, saying, "Interesting to see how quickly talent burns out when it's not being constantly praised." When I tried to talk to her one-on-one, she looked at me like I was wasting her time. She once said, "You act like you've been told you're special your whole life. I'm just the first one to tell you you're not." Then came parent-teacher conferences. I walked in with my parents and sat across from her desk, bracing for the worst. She smiled at them like they were old friends and said, "Your child is bright but lazy, arrogant too. They think they know more than the teacher. That's why they're struggling." My parents didn't even look at me. They just nodded. That night, I sat in my room with this weight in my chest I couldn't shake. It wasn't just that she hated me. It was that no one else seemed to notice or care. That's when I decided I wasn't going to let her win. I started documenting everything, quietly. I took photos of my graded assignments and the snide comments written on them. I saved emails she sent when I asked for feedback, where she brushed me off or told me to reflect instead of expecting help. I even started recording audio during class. My phone sat face down on my desk, screen off, while I collected her insults one by one. I didn't know what I was going to do with it at first, but when the school sent out anonymous teacher evaluations, I knew. I submitted everything. I attached proof to my evaluation and sent a copy directly to the department chair from a new email I created for it. I didn't put my name on it, but the message was clear. A month later, Ms. Parker was suddenly on personal leave. She didn't come back after that. The school didn't make a big deal out of it, but people noticed. Rumors spread, and most of us just moved on.